I'm 10 years old. I like to pretend to be a project.
Aiden has been diagnosed with autism at the age of 3. Aiden's sensory gets processed differently, specifically touching, smelling, texture in the mouth is different when it comes to food. It's been a challenge. Aiden only ate 5 items, and his food cannot touch anything. Everything had its own pan it got cooked in, and everything had to be on its own bowl or plate. Very time-consuming and frustrating as a parent because a lot of food was wasted. Aiden also has some OCD. Anytime he touched anything, he would run inside and wash his hands instantly. He never had dirt under his fingernails. Aiden was not a normal 4-year-old boy. And as a parent, you're thinking, what's wrong with my child? Sierra Harvest came to the school and they put in a garden. We were all excited, and the first day he went, I asked him, what did you do? And he said, I walked inside the gate, and that was it. It took a couple weeks, and he had dirt under his nails. There was dirt on him, and he was excited. They just planted stuff.
I like digging and planting the seeds.
I think with the garden, it really brought Aiden to realize, hey, you can get dirty and you're not gonna get sick. He would come home on garden days and just freely tell me what he did in the garden. And I'd say, that's great. What did you do in school? He didn't know. He'd tell everyone this garden, it was his thing. It made him feel proud that he saw something growing. Aiden started touching more vegetables, smelling them, wanting to see what they would taste like after we cooked it. With Aiden's diet changing, it definitely made a huge impact for us. It's less stressful. I can cook our meal all together in one pan. He will have his food all on one plate. I'm able to make sure my child has a healthy diet now.
I want to eat vegetables so I can get strong.
The school garden really brought Aiden out of his shell, and it definitely has given me confidence that I can provide him with a balanced diet. I definitely know the feeling of being like a mom who failed, and this has definitely encouraged me to keep going and let me know that there is hope.
When I grow up, I'll have a garden of my own.
Seeds are our life force. They're that little precious gift that is holding memory to give us nutrition. And it's super important to know where your seeds come from. My name is Sarah Keller, and I am the owner of For the People Seed Farm. I am a seed farmer. The seed farmer's job is to get that seed from seed to seed. You're going to be waiting for it to mature. You're going to be harvesting the seed. You're going to have to germinate, test it, package it, and then market it. It's quite a journey for a seed, and it's a lot of work for a farmer. That is it in a nutshell, seed to seed. So on our farm here, For the People Seed Farm, we have 1/3 of an acre in production. The challenges being a seed farmer are many. Seeds at a small scale don't bring a big amount of money, and in order for a scale to get bigger, you need more help. There aren't a lot of seed farmers growing on small scale in my area. I feel isolated. That's super challenging. To add to those challenges, it's difficult to know how to market things. Being in the soil, producing it is one thing, but marketing and doing business is a complete other part of the program. I was looking around in the community, and Sierra Harvest was offering a business course. It was incredible. I found community, I found knowledge, I found support. I am very thankful. In the course, we had producers, produce managers, we had people to show us how to put our labels together and our brochures together. I'm like, oh my goodness. Those were all really good tips that helped this little farm to be a lot more successful in the future. I would call what the business course did for me a tool to make me realistically figure how to make a living out of that field. Now that I have learned through Sierra Harvest, I feel better equipped being a farmer. If I'm successful as a seed farmer, there are a lot of people in this community that are going to be very happy. Sierra Harvest has a great impact on our community. They've brought farmers together, young farmers, older farmers, and Sierra Harvest is making it just work for everybody. Those seeds are our gifts. They have the treasures held within that little tiny capsule that keeps us alive.
I'm Gina Lovejoy. I'm the owner of Lovejoy Play School in Grass Valley, California. The types of families I serve are subsidy families. They're looking for work or they're low income and striving to do better. Some of the issues that they have when they come here, the kids, are the eating properly. They don't know what a fresh vegetable is. They've grown up on chicken nuggets and pizza. And the reason I wanted gardens is to get the kids to eat healthy. So exposing them to the fresh vegetables, going out to the garden, picking it, they just eat that food. It's like candy. I have this wonderful piece of property and this gently sloping hillside. The location was impossible for me to do the work. Sierra Harvest came in and said, it's already fenced. This is what we're gonna do. They did the soil, the labor, plants. They hooked up the irrigation for me. They provided everything except for the sunshine, and we do that. And the kids, they were out there with their little shovels, scooping compost into the wheelbarrows, and they got to plant some of the things. There's room in the rows to walk up and down. The kids get really excited to see everything that we have growing. Before I can say anything, the tomatoes are in their mouths. They're running down to see what cucumbers we have. The zucchini is amazing. It'll start out really small, and then we'll go out a day later, and it's like this. And they're going, what happened? They learn that things grow at a particular time. Since we've had the garden, I've noticed a lot of big changes in their kids. Less talk about processed food and more about the fresh food that they have planted themselves. And so it's changed their thoughts on where food really comes from. Their brain development is better. Their physical abilities are better. Don't have belly aches. Put it bluntly, they go to the bathroom easier. You know, since we've had the garden in, I feel like I'm accomplishing more than just teaching them ABCs. I'm teaching them their future on how to eat better, the parents how to eat better. Having organic food in a subsidy childcare, I don't make a lot of money. And I really wanted to give the kids the best food that I could, knowing that sometimes they're not going to get the best at home. So having this garden through Sierra Harvest, it's organic. There are no bug killers, no weed killers. I am the weed killer. Had such a success. I want to expand it into other areas of my yard and continue to develop more fresh food for my childcare. Without Sierra Harvest, I couldn't have done this. I would have done bits and pieces and never had a true success in gardening. For what I've spent, I've regained in food, knowledge, and a lot of laughter. It's a lifelong impact. It's changed their whole way of eating and thinking. There's no words to say thank you. It's amazing. Sierra Harvest does wonders.